Hey everyone, this is Chase with InsurGrid. I am with Russell and Cale of United Risk Advisors. You guys have had a lot of success with InsurGrid, and just want to ask you a couple questions. But first, Cale, tell us more about the agency. Where are you guys located? Where you guys are focused on?
We're with United Risk Agency in Gulfport, Mississippi, which is about a tenth of a mile from the coast of Mississippi. We've been open 2 years, and we provide property casualty, a little bit of life insurance down here for the very challenging coastal market. So we opened in 2019, and we had a bunch of new agents and a bunch of agents that were new to the industry. And so we were doing a lot of single line sales. We were doing whatever was accepted or what was asked for. And so we've done a couple of different things to try to push the whole package, because in the coastal markets, it's about the homeowners. That's what makes everybody mad. And that's what drives everybody's decision to buy. And then Russell came on full time, and we really started pushing writing out the entire customer base. And one of the things that we found was our conversion rate wasn't very high. We would do a lot of quoting, we wouldn't do as much writing, but we knew we had the right products. Russell actually found InsurGrid on Facebook, and we got the ad for it. We kind of talked about it, we kind of put it away because we were real busy. One day we just kind of started talking about it again. It popped right up on Facebook. We decided to give it a shot. And since then, one of the things we found is if we have that conversation with the customer and we get them to the point where they come and they fill out that InsurGrid form for us, we now have an even playing field on, we know what the customer has and we can quote it properly, because most of the times the customer doesn't necessarily even know what they have. So our quotes were coming back a lot higher because we were going off what they were telling us rather than what they had. So we've seen our conversion rate probably double or triple for the ones that we got to go in through InsurGrid. And I'll tell you, as an added bonus here, and Russell found this out with one of his customers, when we go in to quote one line of business, they have a lot more lines of business. And that is something that almost all by itself will pay for InsurGrid by itself, is just the extra lines of business that they aren't even calling asking for. But now you have the information to go look at and do the whole thing all at once, rather than going back over and over and over to make changes to it, to make it exactly like they have it. You start out with the full deck. And in that case, we do very, very well.
Yep, they always seem to forget about the RV that they need coverage on, the golf carts or the motorcycle policies, extra jewelry policies. It just gives you everything they got. So it has been invaluable tool for us. I like to tell people about it right up front, explain to them the process on the phone to where it's a little bit warmer of a transition when they do log in to enter their information and log into their carriers. Then we'll do their homeowners, or we'll do their auto, or we'll try to put a package together. But in all of my follow-up emails, I have a link that links to a video of me explaining InsurGrid again, with a link to InsurGrid, so they can go in and fill out all their information and get us the remainder deck pages that we need. Then I use it with, whenever we have if we do sell one line of business and they're not ready to do the car yet, we send them a thank you email that goes out and also explains to them again about InsurGrid. And, we just try to take all the fish out of the ocean, put them in our little bit smaller pond with their information and their expiration dates and things like that, so we know when to market them and when to go after the clients. But I think the main selling point is just logging in and showing them how many deck pages we've acquired, what how much that transitions into profit and into sales. The greatest tool that y'all have is up at the top, telling you how many deck pages you got and what that amounts to monetarily. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think, once you get all the paperwork in, then I mean, you have such a better chance of getting it closed and getting it done than you do otherwise. So, I mean, there's no doubt it was one of those things we kind of went back and forth on. And it's just one of those things you wish you knew sooner. You know, we would have done it sooner. Knowing what we know now, I don't think I don't think we'd ever let it go. It's been such a tremendous asset for literally every single person in my agency.
Well, it takes the hassle out. You know, you ask somebody to send you their deck page or send you their insurance information, and they go out to their car and they snap the auto card that's in their car, and it doesn't really give you what you want to know. But when you say, hey, log into your carrier and the software will give us all the information that we need, then we get all the information that we need. And so, I mean, it just levels that playing field, and it just lets us quote apples to apples.